you are.
Okay. Good evening and welcome to the City of Keystone Heights Heritage Commission meeting. It is Tuesday, June 16th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Seeing no one in the audience, Bo, can you do the roll call, please?
Absolutely. Chairwoman Murphy.
Here.
Co-chairwoman Ms. Willis, sorry. Ms. Hersey.
Here.
And Ms. Sampson.
Here.
Okay, we have a quorum.
Yes, we do. If someone could make a motion to approve the minutes from Tuesday.
Pledge first.
Let's do the pledge first.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Thank you, Bo, for getting
Yes,
it straight.
That's all right.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, can we get a motion to approve the minutes for May's meeting?
I second that motion.
And you have to make a motion.
I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from last month.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Since there's no one here, we don't have any public comments, so we'll get right to old business. I am ready to submit the application for the marker, so we're much closer now. With regards to the next item on old business, B, inventory. Kim is taking on this project. Thank you, Kim. So I just wanted to give her a few of the sheets, the inventory worksheets that we've used so that she can start loading this all into an Excel spreadsheet. I did go and create kind of a legend, if you will, for the locations of items where they might be, such as City Hall, the Welcome Center, the AC storage unit on Sunrise, the old Public Works on Magnolia, the main Public Works on Sunrise, the cemetery storage, and then other, should something else come up. And then conditions and then categories. But since you're heading up this project, feel free to change anything that you want around, just update us and let us know.
I will have
Go ahead.
something at the August meeting,
Okay,
and I will email it to Bo
great.
ahead of time, so we can just share it,
Okay.
and we can just play it. I'm just about ready, I just have some placeholders, and I need to put some real data in.
Okay, so we did create an inventory worksheet. We showed the item, the category, the object, the current location, and then where it's being moved, the condition of the object, and then any provenance or history about that item. And so we have about 100 items, just alone what we've already inventoried. So I'm going to give you all of this so that you can start entering those. Thank you so much, Kim.
And you have pictures too. I'm gonna, after we get the database together, what I'd like to do is then take a photo and link, put that
Right.
into the worksheets,
Right.
and create a link to those photos.
That's what we
That's
need
my goal.
in preparation for down the road when we actually do have a museum and we have a proper inventory system. We don't need that at this point now. Excel will be sufficient, but down the road we will. So this will allow us to export things from the Excel into the new system, and we'll be already ahead of the game, which is one of the things that we learned from going on a field trip at the Palaca Museum. They said having this done in advance is a real advantage. So thank you, Kim, for taking that on.
And that will also help with the city towards us gaining our community center. So they'll need that.
Absolutely. So Chautauqua for next year, we have already decided that May 1st and 2nd will be our new dates for Chautauqua. I know that at last month's meeting, we did reserve that spot for the pavilion, but I need to complete an application for that so that we have it formalized. So I'll get that done. We did want to purchase a larger banner, so I reached out to Dave's in Palaca. They seem to be the best fit for us as far as budget and turnaround time. To create a banner 12 by 3, which would give us 2 Chautauqua banners. A 12 by 3 would be $160. I really think that would be money well spent, so that we will go the whole length of that fence. People will really be able to see it, and then the banner that we currently have can go on the fence across the street, and so we'll have people coming from either direction will be able to see the Chautauqua banner. So we will need to make a motion to spend $160 of our budget for the banner. Can someone
So I move that we go ahead and obtain a second banner for $160 at 12 by 3.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I will get that ordered.
And Ms. Murphy, if
Yes,
you'll
sir.
order that, I can go pick it up for you. I've ordered, Drew's ordered several signs from there. I can go pick it up for you.
Oh,
The
that's
only
great.
recommendation I would say is keep it general. I would assume, I don't know what's on the banner, but, you know, with no dates and time, that way we can reuse it multiple years, so.
So I talked to them because last year, actually for this year, what we did was, since the dates and times were different, but we wanted to use the same banner, we just created, at Dave's, another little, a strip that went over with the
Okay.
new dates.
Okay.
So
You can
what they,
redo it
right,
year
so
after
what,
year.
right, so what they suggested for this year, for 2027 rather, is to create the banner with the correct dates on it,
Mhm.
and then the following year, we would need to make the strip.
Okay.
And that we'll just use that over and over. So it was $30 for the strip, and so each year we'll have to spend that. Okay, but thank you. That's great that you'll be able to pick it up. I will email you
Mm-hmm.
when that's ready. The next item under old business was ordering the easels and cards for information and description purposes for items in the pop-up museum. I did call several companies that would be doing the easels, and they do, if you order more than 6, they're $10 each. They're clear acrylic. It's from a company called Art Display, and they do things for museum quality. They are adjustable. So I'm thinking that we should order maybe 6, maybe 12 of those, which would be obviously $120 if we order 12, and then just see how they work and how it fits for our format. And then down the road, you know, by next year, maybe we'll have our museum in place, and then we can decide what we need to do from that point on.
Would you like to send me the information and I'll order?
Oh, okay, sure. So the other thing was the actual little place cards. I looked those up. They are a lot more expensive than I thought, and I think for right now, what we can do for next year is get index cards that don't have the lines on them, and if you just put a border around them, it really looks good, and we can do calligraphy.
Or we can type it out and glue stick it to the card.
We can do that too. Just so that it's a lot less expensive, we can just make them ourselves. The ones that are for museums, they're much heavier, they're more permanent, obviously, they look much better, but I just don't think we don't know what we'll need yet. And so I don't think that it's worth spending the money at this point for that, but we can just make do with index cards. But at least we will have every one of the pictures for next year will have a label basically for them with a description you know, this is the Keystone Inn, or this is the Pavilion in 1920, or whatever the case might be. So, if everyone's good with that idea.
Yes.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And then that brings us, to the embosser. The embosser, I had to,
Did you
Yes.
wanna undo a motion for the easels?
oh, yes, cause we're spending money, thank you. So if someone could make a motion to purchase 12 of the clear acrylic, easels, that would be $120.
I make a motion to spend $120 on easels.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Then the embosser. So embossers to custom fix a antique cast iron from the late 18 to early 1900s. There's very specific places where you can send all this information to. The place I did call is in Pennsylvania, but they were not able to give me a quote, obviously, just on what I was explaining to them. So they need an actual photograph of the embosser itself, and then the seal that fell off from the top. And once I email those two pictures, they can give me an estimate.
Okay.
So at this point, you know, I asked, are we talking $100? Are we talking $500? I mean, I had no idea. And so they said they really could not give me an estimate without a photo. So that's why I need the embosser so I can get that
So
done.
can I make a suggestion when you get that photo, or if you go to take that photo?
Yeah.
Is put a scale of reference next to it so that the size is determined on the picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or, you know, actually what would even be better is if you could just measure it, and say, oh, it's 1.25 inches or 1.5 inches, in, you know, across it, so they can figure out the diameter. That way they have an idea, and, but putting the whole embosser next to
Next to a
something,
roller.
that would really be helpful, because then they would be able to give me a better estimate.
Right.
Because the pictures that I had on some of these are, I mean, they're all over the place, you know,
Gotcha.
size. The next item on our agenda is the 4th of July pie contest. So right now we have, the rules, and the 4th of July actual program that is on Facebook and Instagram. We have also put an ad, in the Herald, that we agreed to last month. And it will come out in the circular, which means everyone in the zip code of 32656 will receive that, and it's $435, which is, in my opinion, really high.
Advertising's not cheap.
It is not, and so, just, you know, we did agree to it last month, so I went ahead and got that done. It will be in print, I think it's 1/3 of a page, so, that'll go to every household.
Jill and I had spoke about getting a banner and see if there's some way to put some wooden legs on it to put behind the tables to kind of make it look even more decorative as people come up and say, this is the pie eating contest.
Oh, that would be
Because
fun.
we have so many tables and vendors out,
Right.
we don't really have anything to differentiate, and the tablecloths say City of Houston Heights.
Right.
So, would you wanna do, like when you call the banner place, maybe order a banner for the pie eating contest also?
Well, that's a great idea, and, it's not anything that would change from year to year,
Right.
because it's always on the 4th. And it would be the same. One of the things we really needed to, when I went back and read the debrief for the 4th of July, you know, the problem was when we first started doing the pie contest, you know, there were 3 or 4 pies, and then last year we were up to 20 pies.
Right.
And everybody started cutting up pies, and it was just
Chaos.
it was chaos. And so this year, I thought there's a bunch of things that we needed to change, and the first thing we needed to change was the scoring sheet. We have to make it simpler so that we can allow someone to make the decision on that pie quickly and then move on to the next. I think we need 3 judges. I've reached out to the culinary arts teacher at the high school. She's on vacation this week, but I've reached out to her to see if any of her students would like to be, I thought that might be a great program for them. You know, if they wanted to be eating pie, and high schoolers can eat a lot of pie. So that might be an option, but we do need at least 3 judges. So to make things simpler, and I will send you an email with all of the stuff that we need, but I would suggest that we have 3 separate tables. The table in the center will be with all of the Keystone Heights Heritage Commission information and our easel and all of the information with regards to the Heritage Commission applications, people that wants to become, you know, a friend of the Heritage Commission. And then we'll have one table that will be just all the pies, and then the third table on the side will be the judging. And so one pie will be brought to the judge at a time, at one at a time.
Yes.
And then I thought we could do either plastic 4th of July tablecloths that all 3 look the same, or that we could just get a blue one, a white one, a red one. Get the plastic ones. We don't need anything fancy. It's a mess. So that's what I'm suggesting. And then in addition to 3 6-foot-long tables, and again, Wendy, I'll email this all to you. We do need paper towels, water, a dedicated trash can, paper plates, forks, napkins, spatulas, and I believe most of those items we still have in the cabinet in the AC storage unit. So we have a ton of plates, we have napkins. I will go in and check and see how many we have, but I do think we have enough of everything that we ordered from last year. If anything is missing, it'll probably be those, the spatulas that you can get at Publix, those little plastic ones.
The pie, like cake cutter and
Yeah.
stuff. Okay.
It's really helpful if we have a clean one for each.
Pie.
So it would be nice if we could accumulate between now and every time you go to Publix. Ask for
Save your
one.
pie things.
Because they're all plastic wrapped, and they, you know, then we could keep, we would have 20, we need at least 20.
Right.
So the pie scoring sheet, and I'm gonna get together with Drew on this, I've changed it so that it'll be overall appearance, and total points is 1 to 5.
Can you give that to me, because Drew is really overwhelmed. I mean, she's got a lot going on.
Sure.
And I'll help you with that.
Okay, and then taste. Taste is obviously the most important aspect of any pie. So that would be a 1 to 10 points. And then we've completely taken out the memorabilia of the pie and how impressive it is, and then just left a level of creativity. Because some people got really creative with the pies, and they were great. So that also gave a 1 to 5. So it was a total scoring now of 20 points instead of 100. 100 just made it very complicated.
Okay.
So really simplifying this. And I will get that to you. So very simple. And
We
that's.
have an application already created.
Sorry?
Not that I'm aware of.
An application?
Yeah, when they turned it in, do we have the applications out there?
Very
for them?
good point, yes. So all of this has been uploaded to, the Keystone page as well as Facebook and everything else. But stapler is one of the other things I'll bring. We can also get one here at City Hall as well. And we need to take their application and staple it to the judging form. Because there's a lot of Debbies or a lot of Nancys and, you know, and then they don't put their last name.
Yeah. Jens.
Or Jens. And then there's, you know, and they all made apple pies. And now what? I mean, so we're learning through this process, you know, it's like, you know, a lot of Food Network. Watching a lot of Food Network.
So do you wanna do the banner behind the?
I think it would be great, especially if we could have like maybe a post or some way of raising it above
Behind it.
instead of having it at the
So I
bottom.
believe when we had one of the last concert series or something we did, we built a stand out of PVC pipe. That
Perfect.
way it was, you can take it down, put it back up in instead of putting 4x4s in the ground, so it was just.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
So what I would ask is anything you need prior to, for the setup, as far as the tables, if you're gonna put a sign up, we're having a meeting on Monday morning, myself and Public Works and Drew, where we're gonna kinda go through everything, so if we can get everything laid out ahead of time,
I'll
that
email
way,
you
that
everything
way we
need.
know, okay, we need to set up this, we need to set up this, and so,
And would you include me on that, Deirdre?
Mhm.
yeah.
So what is our banner, is this just gonna say pie contest?
Let's just say Heritage Commission Annual Pie Baking Contest or something.
And I think there needs to be like a pie on it. They could,
Yeah.
you know, like a visual.
So,
Well, do you wanna,
I
do you
would
wanna
just
vote
copy
on
right here.
we have to
using
figure out.
funds to
Right,
pick
yeah.
up the,
We could do this.
Yeah.
We could just give them this and ask them to make this, you know, rectangle.
so how long are we talking? Because the other one was how,
What, 6 foot?
The other one was 12x3.
yeah, that's
You
way
don't-
too big. We don't even, I don't even think we need
like
6
that.
foot.
I
We
just
probably
need
could do
something
4.
besides
6 by 3.
4
Yeah.
foot?
Like 4 feet by 2 feet maybe, just
Right.
something to put
Yeah.
behind it.
Right.
And if you can talk to them, the same sign company,
Yes.
just say, hey, can you do this for me? I'm sure they're always willing to help us.
yeah, I'm doing
Right.
this one, give me a break on that one.
I would say,
Right. And I would think that we should probably be able to get something for under $50 or somewhere in that ballpark.
between 50 and 75.
Yeah.
We just
Right.
need to put in our logo, that's about it.
So, I'll move that we go ahead and get the Heritage Commission, annual pie baking contest banner, probably like a 2x4, and to spend, are you guys okay with saying no more than $75?
Yes.
No more than 75.
Good.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Yes, I think if it just has, pie baking contest, 4th of July, and a pie on it, that's really all we need, Heritage Commission. There doesn't need to be anything else on there. That will also keep the price down. And we'll have all of the rest of the things for the Heritage Commission at the booth. So this is just a nice, great idea.
Do you mind contacting the sign company with kind of what you want? Okay,
Yeah, I can email them
okay.
this, I have this on a PDF, and
Okay.
so I can send them that and just say we need this done in a different size format. They can pull that off.
And maybe on the line, we do the Heritage Commission logo and cross.
I don't even know if we need the Heritage Commission logo, I mean, if it's a pie contest,
But it is, but the Heritage Commission is doing
it's
it.
doing it.
So,
Yeah,
I
sure.
mean,
If not the logo, then at least have the name.
Right, the Heritage Commission, yes,
Right, yeah.
yes, okay.
yeah, I think so.
Sorry.
Well, it has to have the Heritage Commission at least.
Yeah.
I'll ask them if there's additional fees for that, but as long as we stay in the budget that we just, approved, then we're fine.
And if you could just get me the things, you would maybe go down to the storage unit and see what is there and what I need to order to get for you guys to make it all set up but way ahead of time.
Right,
I think the best planning is gonna be the best day out of it.
absolutely.
We don't have the tablecloths down there though, right?
No, I can pick those up
Okay.
at Dollar General, I'll just pick them up. So what was your, ideas on that? Do you want me to just do a red, white, and blue, or do you want me just to find, a 4th of July?
I think whatever would be cool.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay,
I
so,
think-
and that'll be easy to pick up, you know, one of each color.
Okay.
Okay,
Really quick with the flyers,
Yes.
also Ace Hardware, I dropped one off, a couple places around town, I dropped them off, both fire departments have them, so
oh, great, thanks, Jen.
continue emailing it out.
Yes, yes, and we have it on Facebook and we have it on Instagram.
Instagram,
And it's
yeah.
here. Great. Okay, so, the next item is, I will update everyone in August, but, I've been invited to a roundtable on July, 21st, at, on Blanding at the, museum out there. We're meeting there and someplace else, there's a lot of directions, but I'm not sure quite where we're meeting. And it's, all the cities in Clay County. The next item is the tour of homes, which is scheduled for December 5th. Kim has agreed to be the lead on the tour of homes this year, but everyone obviously is involved in the tour of homes on the Heritage Commission. And I will, of course, continue to put together the whole brochure and the booklet and the houses and write everything up and make sure that this all happens, so you don't have to worry about this piece. The application for the pavilion has already been completed and turned in last year, so that piece is done. Basically, Kim will be interfacing with the Women's Club, and that's the piece that needs, that we need to work on. They do have 6 months, but I would suggest getting in touch with them now. Yeah, in touch with them now.
So the tour of homes, is it gonna be inside or just a walk?
No, it's inside this year. So we decided, I think, a couple years ago that we would do every other year. Because Melrose does theirs every 3 years, and then this way there would be no overlap. And so, and I think once a year is too much for most of the homeowners, because there are, some of the homes are always gonna be on. So you will obviously need to change the dates and all of this, but this will give you an idea, so that I have kind of put it 2 weeks out, meet with the Women's Club, to confirm ticket sales and all of that. The procedures to do with the homeowners, I will handle all of this. I'll put it here.
The Women's Club meets at the same time we do, I think. So I'll reach out to, probably I'll start with Dutchin and see who to go to from there.
Right, if you reach out to Brooklyn, and I've given you her number on here.
Okay, perfect, okay.
That would,
Janice is the president.
this time? Oh,
No, Brooklyn is the president. She would be
Currently?
the president again.
Okay. So anyway, I have Brooklyn's number here.
Okay.
But reach out to Jen's too, because she was life-saving last year, or 2 years ago. And then 1 week out, what to do, again, with the homeowners, I'll handle the homeowners and the book. And you can just do the part that is interfacing with the
Women's Club.
with the Women's Club that will actually be selling the tickets. These are all the things prior to, the pavilion setup with regards to picking up from City Hall. The application's already done, the morning of the tour, what to do. If I recall, and you know how you think, there's just somewhere in the back of my mind, we are missing tour sign number 3 and 4. I don't know why, I think that. But the last time we were out at the air-conditioned storage unit, I remember going, well, we're missing these numbers. Where are they? So we need to just check, they could be here, somebody could have dropped them off here, so we can look there. But other than that, we might have to make 2 more. So here is when I called Brooklyn or initially, and again, all of this is for your info, this is all be wrong, we'll have different homes. Some will be the same. But when I called Brooklyn, I just asked to meet with their board. And then this was my format for meeting with the board. Details of the tour. They're familiar now with the process, so it's not gonna be that as difficult. But we're trying to still have at least 150 tickets sold. And the tickets all do need to be numbered so that we are keeping track of the funds. The Women's Club last year made $3,750, and that went back to the community from their ticket sales. And I think some of that money was used in their scholarships for the high school. So it's a great collaboration between the two organizations. And so it's up to them if they want to increase that price. What is your thoughts on that? To keep it at $25?
Make it affordable, I mean, it needs to be
Yes,
affordable.
I think so too. So that's something you might want to mention to them. I have talked to the Rodenross. They're willing to be on the tour, so that would be the Lawrence home. And then the Bergen House will be on the tour. And I did speak with Patricia Hatch over at Pangborn's Ice Cream, and I suggested they be on the tour, and she agreed. It would be great if they're the last one on the tour, and then everybody can get ice cream. So we do have 3 at this point, and I have 3 others in mind. So I'll keep
And try to keep them
in
close, right?
one street. I'm hoping.
Okay, okay.
I'm hoping that it goes from Lawrence around the corner on Magnolia, and we just. There. So when I met with the Women's Club, I created, and again, this will date you'll have to redo. I kind of put together a sheet of what our responsibilities were as the Heritage Commission, so that they knew what we were doing. And then I did a responsibilities for the Women's Club. So everybody knew that who was doing what. And so again, this information might be helpful to you. There's also a letter that goes out, even though we do talk to, like I talked to Patricia Hatch, she doesn't really know what's all involved. So I send out a letter to the homeowners to let them know the times, the dates, how everything is run, the fact that everyone does meet at the pavilion, that everyone will receive a booklet, which is part of the ticket price. And so I also let them know the rules so that they feel comfortable. Items such as there's no smoking in their home, and restrooms really are available at the pavilion, no children under 10, and that we do indicate to everyone that these are historic homes. There's unlevel paths. Some stairs don't have railings, so there's no real wheelchair accessibility, so people do understand that before they purchase a ticket. No food and drinks in the homes, and that the last entry is at 3:30. So again, there's that. And then this was a letter, an email that I sent to Brooklyn after I met with them, so kind of following up. And then here was an example of the ticket. They made beautiful tickets last year. They really did a great job with that. And then I send this to the homeowners, which is the same one that we have blown up, that goes in the pavilion, that does have the rules here so that everybody knows going into the home. So this is all for you.
I love you too, dear.
Well, I'm doing a lot of it on
Yes,
as
you
well.
are.
So-
Yes, you are.
And I'm hoping to give you enough notes so that it makes it easier.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay. And so the photo album, do you have an update on that?
Right now,
Okay. Kat could not be here tonight, but she said she is watching. So, when,
I
was
can
it?
give a quick update on that one.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I figured out that if you go on Facebook Meta Business side of things, you're able to connect Facebook with Instagram together. So I showed her how to do that, so now she's able to, post on both platforms, going from Facebook to Instagram. I'll go from Instagram to Facebook. So, we got it now covered.
That's fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's
Thank
nice,
you
cause I
so
see
much.
them coming through.
I know, it's great.
It's really nice.
It is really nice. Then, under new business, there's a couple other things. The budget, I did have some questions, but I can meet with Wendy at another time, and then I'll give you an update in August. Someone reached out to me regarding the Discover Clay. They wanted a history of the Chautauqua event, so I did an article basically for the City of Keystone Heights Heritage Commission, which will be in Discover Clay magazine, and it will talk about Chautauqua. This is what I wrote, but this is the format that's gonna be in. It will not be in purple. I nixed that, so it's going to be in blue. So we will have that, which will be great for next year, because more and more people will then discover Chautauqua and what that's all about. So, and the last item is, I got an update from Tom Parham. He's been working on Fort 11. He reached out to Kim as well, and they have pretty much found the exact location of Fort 11. So that's great. He gave me a diagram, and he said there's an overlay where they were actually able to find the records of Fort 11 that showed the exact spot.
Wow.
I know. So he's very excited about that, and so more to come. And we will have a plaque going up for Fort 11 as well, and that has been moved along at the Clay County Preservation Board. So they will be putting that plaque together and paying for it. I don't think that application is to the master file yet, but they've got a lot of the pieces already completed. Okay? And this is our budget, and I will talk to Wendy about that when we have time. So I think that's it. Members of the commission, Helen, did you have any comments? Anything you want to say? Kim?
I'll work on the spreadsheet, get that to Bob so he can have it, so we can view it at the August meeting.
Oh, great. Jen?
I think we're doing a great job, and we'll continue going at it, and this is fun.
I know.
I enjoy it.
It needs to be fun. If it wasn't fun, we would have not really be here. I mean, this is a lot of work, but it is fun, and it's, I think, such an enhancement to the city of Keystone Heights to have this board and all of the things and programs that we bring to the city. So thank you all for your volunteerism.
I think
Appreciate
we've
that.
really, really come a long way with the last 2 years of the Chautauqua event, with the involvement, the city involvement, the people here wanting to know, getting involved, looking at, wow, this is pretty cool.
Right.
That's a great feeling, that
Yes.
all that work is paying off.
Mm-hmm. And I hope that, continues year after year, which I really think, it will. Because the Heritage Commission puts on a lot of big programs. With the 4th grade field trip, Chautauqua, the tour of homes, and then all of the other, things in between, such as the pie contest and the yesteryears program and our inventory projects and the things that we're doing for the museum. So, yes, I think we're doing a lot. Thank you all.
Do we have a meeting next month?
We do not, good, thank you for reminding me, do not meet in July, so our next meeting will be on the 3rd Tuesday of August. What was that date? The 18th. All right, meeting adjourned. thank you both for being here.
Absolutely. Jamie sends his apologies. He had family come into town and was unavoidably detained, so.
Did we
he's
just
out
have the feed already?
most of the day.